All right, a little blues. All right, everyone, what we're going to work on today is how to make one of the most complex chords for beginners learning guitar, and it is the C chord. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We have all kinds of tutorials out there for beginners to advanced students of guitar. Today we're talking about the C chord. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I'd love to know. Let me know where you're tuning in from too. It's really fun to say hello. We're in Rothesay, New Brunswick, at our studio, Brian Baker Guitar Studio. All right, so you've started learning guitar and you've got a few chords going on. And one of the most complex ones that students learn at the beginning is C chord. I'm going to go through a couple ways that you see C. Now the first way that you see C, the first way that people learn to play a C chord is like this. For the young students, we'll learn to put their finger there on the first fret of the second string, and you can strum the bottom 3 strings, and this is a C chord. This gives you the notes G, C, and E, and that'll give you a C chord. And then as you advance, you start to build on it a little bit, and you're going to put your middle finger up here on your D string, and that's also a C chord. Now the full C is right here, and this is the one that gives people trouble. Okay, so a few things that happen when students start making C up here is they get a lot of this. Okay, so what we're going to do is talk about how to get rid of that. So the first thing you want to check for is that the bottom string works when you make any chord. If the bottom string's not working, it's likely that your hand is too far up on the neck like this, and part of your hand is actually touching the string. The other thing that you can do is I always try to pretend that you could stick a pencil through here, right underneath your index finger, to make sure your fingers are actually curled up and around enough to get off the strings to allow the open strings to ring out. Usually it's not the notes that you're holding down, it's the ones that you're not holding down that'll give you the most problems. So you want to make sure you're up on your fingertips, that the bottom string works. And the last thing that you can do on a C chord is to avoid the top string. To start here on C, you want to start on C on the second string. This note that you're holding down with your third finger, that is C. Okay, now the other way that you might see a C chord, okay, is right here like this. Some people call this the cheating C, because you can switch to G and C real easy, like. And D, if you leave these 2 fingers here, there's a lot of songs you can play in these shapes. Just by moving 1 or 2 fingers around. Okay, so this is the cheating C. All right, now the difference here is that this C has a D note in it right here. Your third finger is pushing down on the B string on the 3rd fret, and that gives you a D note, and this chord technically is called C add 9. Okay, the reason for that is because C in the scale, when you play your scale, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and if you're going to start it again, you can go 8, 9. So D is the 9. We could call it a suspended second chord, but suspended chords don't have a third, and we're leaving the third of the chord in, which is E up here. C, D, E. E is the third. So this is called C add 9. So if you see C add 9, this is the shape that you want. You got 2 fingers here on the 3rd fret, bottom string, pinky, 3rd fret, and then you're here on your D note on the 3rd fret of your B string, open, and then 2nd fret of your D and 3rd fret here. Okay, so that'll give you 2 different ways to play your C chord. Hopefully this takes some of the mystery and some of the guesswork out what you might be learning. Now, before you go too far, there is a lot of ways to play C chord. I just want to demonstrate them now so you can see it. You have C here, C here, C here. So don't quit yet, you got a lot left to learn. C here, C here. All right, hopefully this helps. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. These lives are tricky because you can't edit them. So you have to leave in those stumbles. So here we go, I'm gonna play our theme song now.